Hello everyone, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. My name is Dr. Iyabo. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm the Money to Honey coach. I'm a business and lifestyle coach. If you're still out there looking for somebody to help you make more money and attract your honey, I'm not sure what you're waiting for, but I'm the coach for you. I teach about entrepreneurship and I can also coach you on how to attract your high quality man, the man that is meant for you. So welcome to my channel. If you haven't already subscribed, again, I have to ask you, I'm not sure what you're waiting for, but you need to subscribe so that you don't miss any of the new videos that I publish every week. Like I say all the time, I publish between 2 to 3 videos every week. So welcome to my channel. Today we're discussing a topic that isn't a very rosy, positive one, but I decided that it's something that I do have to discuss because, like, you know, a lot of women do message me because I have put myself out there as a dating coach and because I got remarried last year at the age of almost 50. So I get tons of messages from women, single, divorced, and even married. And some of them, they have overstayed their time in the relationship. Honestly, some of you have overstayed. So I decided I'm going to do this video that how do you know when it's time to end a relationship and move on? Okay? Like I say all the time, you're not stuck at the hips to anybody. You're not a tree. You can move, you can evolve. You don't have to stay put if you are not fulfilled or happy or at peace. So I want to simplify it for you today, okay? I don't want to make this video complex at all because if you're already in a rut, if you're already feeling like you're stuck, you don't know what to do, should I leave, should I stay, am I coming, am I going? It's best for you to get a simple, clarification from me. So I'm going to divide it into 2 things, right? So if you're still deciding and you're not sure, I want to help you decide today. I want to help you simplify your life and clarify your life, okay? The way you're going to decide is going to depend on 2 things: his actions and your feelings, okay? His actions and your feelings. So this video honestly is not just for single or divorced women who are dating. It also applies to you married women who have overstayed your time in your marriage, okay? You guys know that I was divorced for 10 years. This is how I knew that it was time for me to leave because his actions and his actions and my feelings were the things that I focused on, and I'm like, this isn't going to work. So his actions, okay, listen to me guys, a lot of you fantasize, imagine, dream about what your husband will do or what your boyfriend will do or what he can do instead of focusing on what he's doing or what he's been doing. You're always thinking that things will get better. You're always fantasizing about some imaginary personality that your husband or your boyfriend is going to magically turn into. You have to look at what is in front of you and what is happening and what has been happening and how you keep going from day to day, month to month, year to year, some of you decade to decade, and it's not changing. His actions are not changing. Actions speak louder than words. Women, you need to wake up. You know my favorite phrase, wake up. And my other favorite phrase is, it doesn't make sense, right? I love saying wake up and I love saying it doesn't make sense. So women, wake up. It doesn't make sense if you're imagining something that you want your husband to do, or you're imagining that his actions will be better, but his actions are not getting better. You're wasting your precious time. Guys, I'm an example for you, okay? I was married. I was with the same guy for 23 years. We were married for 15 out of the 23 years. We dated for 8 years before we got married. It didn't work out. I filed for divorce at the age of 39. I was divorced and single until I was 49. And I remarried a few days before my 50th birthday. So, aren't I flourishing? I'm the perfect example for you. You're not stuck with anybody by the hips. You're not, yes, it's unfortunate that you may have to end a relationship or end a marriage, but Do you want to leave it's a very simple decision. You have to ask yourself, do you want to live the rest of your life in this kind of situation? Or would you rather choose and move on? So his actions are his current actions and the amount of time and chances you've given him. So if you've tried, let's say you're married and you've tried counseling, you've given him time, you've given him months, even some of you years, and the guy isn't changing, it's time for you to pack your bags and leave. And you don't have to ask a million people before you leave. You decide between yourself, you talk to God, and you leave. Some of you are stuck because you can't even make a decision on your own. You have to ask your grandma, your uncle, your hairdresser, the woman at the grocery store, your best friend. You have to, well, best friend is fine, but don't ask too many people because people are going to confuse you. Everybody has their own mindset. So you make the decision, you're an adult, and you decide. So let's go back. So his actions, guys, not the actions that you're hoping he's going to have, the action that he's showing you, okay? Is he still abusing you emotionally? Is he still abusing you physically? Is he still cheating on you? Okay, emotional abuse. Is he absent in the marriage or in the relationship? Do you feel like you're married but you're not connected to him anymore? You're sleeping in separate bedrooms? Or you're in a relationship and you do all the work? You are the one calling him, texting him, planning dates, wondering where he is. He's not making any moves. You know, he's just like not committed. He's not acting like somebody who's interested, or he'll act like he's interested for 1 week. He will disappear for 2 weeks, then he'll show back up when he wants sex. If your husband or your boyfriend is not consistently present in the relationship, or if he's still abusing you, you guys know what emotional abuse is, okay? He doesn't care about your feelings. He shuts you down. He gaslights you. He condemns everything you say, that it's not, it's not valid. You don't feel connected to him. You guys don't spend any time together. You don't have any hobbies you do together. You just feel disconnected from him. Or is he still physically abusing you? It breaks my heart to say it, but some of you are still in relationships where your husband is shoving you, slapping you, hitting you, and you stay. You can leave, guys. You can leave. Or if he's still cheating on you, these 3 things should not be accepted by any woman. Emotional abuse, physical abuse, and constant cheating. If a man has cheated on you once, okay, he says, sorry, forgive me, whatever, I won't do it again. He cheats on you the second time, it's time to leave. One chance, guys, because a chronic cheater will always be a cheater. And if he's cheating on you chronically, he doesn't respect you no matter what you tell me. He doesn't respect you. And if you sit there and you don't leave, you know what you've done? You've accepted the fact that it's okay for him to do it. Because if a man is cheating on you and you give him one chance and he does it again and you stay put, he has no incentive to stop. No incentive to stop. Because you're still there. You're still there. So there are many men out there who don't cheat. It's not every man who cheats. Yes, there are many who cheat, but you teach a person how to treat you, guys. Yes. There's a way that you can avoid. Again, I'm not saying that cheating is the fault of women, but there's a way that you can not put up with cheating if you respect yourself and you have high self-esteem. If you sit around with a man who's cheating on you and you don't do much and you keep giving him chance after chance, that man knows that you have low self-esteem. Have you thought of that before? That man knows that you have low self-esteem and low self-confidence. So if you stay in an abusive relationship, emotionally abusive relationship, and you don't leave, he knows that he has you wound around his little finger, not even his thumb, his little finger. He knows that he can keep on slapping you, ignoring you, not talking to you at home, and you keep on cooking meals for him and doing his laundry and waiting on him like you're his servant. Men are very wise. They know the women to do these things too, because you keep putting up on it. You don't have standards. I've said it many times. If you don't show a man that you have standards for your own life, he's going to misuse you, abuse you, mistreat you. So you have to leave and go to another man and change your behavior. You know, give yourself time. Hire a coach like myself to show you how to put yourself in higher esteem so that men will start to respect you. So if his actions don't make sense, not his actions that you're hoping, not that, okay, he's still cheating on me, but I'll give him 1 year or 5 years, he will change. Or, oh yeah, he's emotionally abusing me, he doesn't come home, he stays out till 2 a.m. When he comes home, he doesn't talk to me, he yells at me, he's distant. That is what he's showing you right now. So that is what you're going to act on. Stop hoping for what is never going to happen. Okay? So if his actions are showing you that he's not respecting you, he doesn't love you anymore, he's not into you anymore, it is time for you to leave. I know it is hard, but you have to leave. Okay? You have to leave. Because, you know, it's just, yeah, his actions, you will just have to leave. There's nothing, emotional abuse, physical abuse, cheating, or if you just feel that he's just not acting right, he's just not somebody that is making you happy, which brings me to the other big pillar. So one pillar is his actions. Are they making sense? Is he acting like somebody that really cares for you or loves you or wants a real loving, close partnership? Okay. Number 2, your feelings are valid. Yes, women. We have to start caring for ourselves, for our own mental health, for our own emotional health and all of that. Okay, our spiritual health. Your feelings are valid. If you're not feeling loved anymore in the relationship, if you're feeling alone, if you're depressed, worst of all, if you're feeling suicidal, it is time to leave. If you're not at peace, if you're not feeling fulfilled, you can't live in your purpose, your work is suffering, your sleep is suffering, your friendships are suffering, your human freedom is suffering. Like those of you who have no more say, no more freedom in your lives, you have to wait for your husband to pay for everything. You have to wait for your husband to do this, do that. You have nothing, no decisions. You can't start a business. You can't walk from A to Z. Your whole life revolves around this man. It is time to leave, okay? So number 1 is if his actions don't make sense anymore to you, if his actions are showing you in your eyes that this man is not the man for me, it is time to leave, okay? And or your feelings are valid. If you're feeling unloved, unappreciated, you're feeling distant, you're not happy, you're not at peace, you're not sleeping well, you're eating too much, you're not eating enough, your weight is yo-yoing, you know, whatever it is, you're just not happy, you're developing acne, there's inflammation in your body, you're not feeling well, it is time to leave. That's why I said this is a simple video. You guys complicate lives for yourselves, okay? There's many fish in the sea. I let one fish go and I found a big whale, a big dolphin. I don't mean as per size, I'm just meaning something even bigger and nicer and kinder, who you know, I have a more mutual partnership with, who makes me feel good, who makes me feel loved, who makes me feel adored and cared for. It is not by force that you have to stay married to one person for the rest of your life. Yes, that is our intention. That is what we all desire. Yes, I wanted to be married to the same person for life, but was I going to lose my life so that I could be married to the same person for life? No. No. Because if you're trying too hard to stay with the person, want that person for life, you're going to lose your life. Not literally lose your life, but you lose who you are. you will lose the essence of who you are. You won't be able to evolve into the into the, most beautiful, most fulfilled, most impactful, most purposeful person that God intended you to be. So if his actions have not been making sense to you, you have prayed, you have cried, you have fasted, right? You have done all sorts of things. You've gone to counseling, or he's even refusing to go to counseling. That's another thing. If he's not even interested in trying, if he doesn't want to go to counseling, he doesn't want to talk about it, he doesn't want to read a book with you to figure it out, he's not willing to even look for ways to change. Or even if you tried before, he tried to look for ways to change, but he fell back into his bad negative cycle, it is time to leave. If his actions in front of you right now, not the actions you're hoping for, not the fantasy world you're hoping for, if his actions in front of you have not been making sense and they still don't make sense, and he's still abusing you in every way and cheating on you and coming home whenever he wants, not involved with the kids, not involved in you, he's hot and cold, 1 week he's loving, the next week he's a jerk, 1 week he buys you gifts, the next week he's gone and he's cheating, or he's, the inconsistency, it also doesn't make sense. Some men know how to behave with you guys. They know how to keep you there. They'll be loving 1 week or loving 1 day, and then they'll go crazy the next day. That's how they are playing with your brain. You don't want to put up with that. If he's inconsistent, if a guy isn't making you feel good about yourself consistently, every single day, it is time to leave. It's not that you'll never argue. You can have arguments, you can have misunderstandings, but you resolve it quickly and you move on, right? But that doesn't mean you don't feel good. It is normal. We have arguments with our kids, we have arguments with our friends. It's fine. But you have a misunderstanding doesn't mean you feel unloved. But if you're consistently not feeling joy from this guy, day in, day out, month, years, it is time to leave. Whether it's a relationship, or whether you're engaged, or whether you're married. That is what this video is about. Obviously, if you decide to leave, you have to decide and tell yourself you're leaving for good. That's another thing. Don't leave to threaten. Don't leave to manipulate. Don't leave to threaten. Make up your mind that you're leaving and you're gone. You're not going to look back. Aside from your kids, which you have to settle. If you have kids together, the lawyer, all of that, the divorce attorney will settle your parenting plan for you. But if you've decided to leave, you're not leaving to threaten. You're not leaving to manipulate him to change. You've decided in your mind, this man is not changing. I'm worth more than this. I'm leaving. I'm not looking back. This is the end of this story. So guys, you're not leaving because you want to manipulate him so he can come and beg you to come back. That is stupidity for me, as far as I'm concerned. I'm sorry. Pardon me my words, but that's stupidity, because if you leave and then you want him to come and beg you to come back, and you do come back, his behavior is going to be 1 million times worse. Yeah. So these are the times, this is how you know when it's time to end the relationship. His actions don't make sense anymore consistently, and your feelings are valid. You're not feeling loved, you're not feeling happy, you're not feeling joyful, you're not feeling peaceful, you're having sleepless nights. It's affecting you mentally, physically, spiritually, every single thing. Please don't use your kids as an excuse. The kids will be fine. Okay, the kids will be fine. There's nothing that says that kids from broken up homes end up being crazier than the ones in terrible homes. No, there are actually studies that show that kids, you can go and look them up. I have read many studies that show that kids who stay in homes where the parents are together and there's a lot of friction and the kids can see that they don't get along is 10 times worse. I don't remember where I've read it. Go and Google it. I'm not making it up. It's 10 times worse than kids where the parents divorce or they leave each other and the kids can have peace. There's no perfect situation. You're just going to have to do your best. But are you going to ruin your life because of the kids? At the same time, you're also ruining the kids' lives. Yeah, by staying in that relationship where your kids can see your husband slapping your face, or they can see that he's cheating on you. It doesn't make sense, guys. So that is it. His actions, your feelings, you leave, but don't leave to manipulate him. Don't leave so he can beg you to come back. You leave for good. You don't look back. That is it. So that's how you know when it's time to end a relationship, or to end a marriage, or to end an engagement. I hope this video helped. If it helped, please send it to as many people as possible who need to hear it, because there's many women suffering in silence as I'm speaking. I know there's many around the world suffering in silence. Enough is enough. You're not a tree. You can move, you can evolve. I have done it. Look at my life. I have done it and I'm thriving by the grace of God. Okay? By the grace of God. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, press that subscribe button now. Turn your notifications on and you'll be getting another video in a few days. Love you guys. God bless you. Bye-bye. Bye.